I really hope nobody texts me because I have this set up and it's gonna fall if my phone vibrates. Anyway, hi to anyone who happens to watch this video. I wanted to make this a while ago and I just haven't gotten around to it. But a few years ago, it was probably like 3 years ago now, I made a video talking about the illnesses that I have, and I think it was on this channel. I'm not sure. But I made that video, and since then I was diagnosed with another thing, and one of the other things that I was diagnosed with, I don't even know if I was diagnosed at that time. I think I was. But I was misdiagnosed and re-diagnosed recently. And I wanted to talk about it because God's been putting it on my heart to talk about it, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So that's what I decided to do today. So when I was 14, I was diagnosed with something called gastroparesis, and what that is, it's delayed basically everything in your stomach. Like, parts of your stomach are paralyzed and your food doesn't digest as fast as it should, as fast as a normal person's stomach would. So that causes a lot of pain and nausea and a lot of times vomiting for certain people who have it. But for me it was more just like constant nausea and occasional pain. And over the last couple years since I was diagnosed with that, it's gotten so much worse. And my nausea is literally 24/7, and I have a really hard time eating and drinking, and I've been having a ton of pain. So fast forward up until this past summer, I ended up getting really sick in June, and I had to go to the hospital, and it was just a mess. And after that, I was sick for like a week straight, and I couldn't eat or drink, and it was bad. So, once that happened, we kind of had a feeling it wasn't gastroparesis because it had never been that bad before, and it wasn't, I don't know, we just kind of knew that it wasn't. So after that, God led my mom to another mom on Facebook somehow through a support group for one of my other illnesses. This is just like this whole crazy thing. And her son had the same exact symptoms I was having, the same pain in the same area, nausea, like all the same stuff. So they started talking, and her son was diagnosed with something called MALS, and that stands for median arcuate ligament syndrome. And so she asked how he got tested, all of that. So in August I was tested, and I had a CT scan done, which is where they take a bunch of pictures of my stomach and everything. And a couple months later, we got the results back from a doctor. I'm not going to say where he is or who he is. I might talk about that in a later video, but as for now, I'm just going to leave that anonymous. But we sent the scans to a doctor, and he got back to us, and he said that I do have MALS. And MALS is where your diaphragm sits too low, and it presses on a ligament, and the ligament presses on a nerve in your stomach, and the nerve over time continues to get inflamed and damaged and creates a bunch of scar tissue in the nerve, and that is what continues to cause the pain and the nausea constantly. And there's no going back from this. Like, once you have it and once your symptoms start, there's no returning to where you once were. Like, it just keeps getting worse and worse, and the nerve continues to get more damaged and more damaged. And I don't know the exact statistics for this illness, but it's really crazy. I think it's like only 1% of people who have MALS show symptoms. So it's kind of like a crazy thing. I don't know the rest of the statistics, but I'll try to link the stuff down below if anyone's curious. But like, I am one of the 1% of people who have shown symptoms for this illness. So as of right now, I will be getting surgery on March 21st, and it's an open surgery where the doctor is going to go in and cut away, I don't know if I can show you, but it'll be from like here to here, I think. And he's going to open it up, he's going to cut away the ligament, and he's going to cut out the damaged parts of the nerve, and from that it should take away all the pain and the nausea because the nerve won't be compressed anymore like it was before. So I feel like I just blurted all that out. I don't even know if that made sense. But I wanted to talk about that just in case anybody else on here maybe saw this video or will see this video and can get help from it. I'm going to continue to try to make videos as much as I can to just show my journey through the surgery, and maybe it'll bless someone. I don't know. I figured why not at least try if God's putting this on my heart. But the doctor said recently he's had patients like flying out of the hospital after 3 or 4 days. Oh, God, Sunny. But I don't know how I'm gonna be. I know with one of my other illnesses, EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I have a hard time healing. Like, my body doesn't heal quickly like a normal person's body would. So with that, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling, and I don't handle pain medicine well because of POTS. So like, there's all these things that I have to like factor in. So we don't know how long it's gonna take for me to recover or heal. But I'm praying that I will be healed quickly, and then I won't have to stay in the hospital for over 7 days, because that would not be fun. So I think that's everything. So I feel like I just blurted all that out. I don't even know if that made sense. I also wanted to mention that a lot of doctors believe a lot of different things about this illness. Some of them believe it's a blood flow issue. Some of them believe it's a nerve issue, like my doctor does. I don't know who's right, I don't know who's wrong, but I trust that my doctor is smart and he knows what he's doing, because he's had close to 100 successful MALS surgeries. So yeah, I wanted to add that, and I also wanted to say that there is no guarantee that I will be healed from this after the surgery, but I'm believing that God is gonna fulfill his promise, which was that I would be healed. And so I'm believing that, and I also just feel confident in the doctor, because almost every single patient who he's had and performed the surgery on has had a successful outcome. So I'm not worried about it. I am worried about the pain. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the nausea afterwards. Like, the whole recovery is going to be rough. The whole recovery, I think, is in the hospital. It's typically 7 to 10 days, and then outside of the hospital after that, like, home recovery is around 6-ish months, 2 to 6 months. It all depends on the person. Everyone is so different with this. Sorry about this light. So yeah, I just wanted to add that part. So yeah, like I said, I have no idea if this video made sense or not, but hopefully it did. I guess I'll see when I go to edit it. But I hope this video helps someone, maybe. Or the next few videos will help someone, like my recovery videos. That would probably make more sense. I don't know what I'm saying. But I will see you guys in my next video, and yeah, never know how to end these. Okay,